Andrew Rice is coming off of his best season as a high schooler. His first 3 years was spent at Paul Laurence Dunbar High School in Baltimore, Maryland. He played wide receiver and defensive back at Dunbar, but he felt like he wasn't being developed to the best of his abilities, so he transferred to nearby St. Francis Academy. At St. Francis, he played exclusively cornerback and developed into one of the best players in high school football. His senior season was a season for the ages for the Panthers. Andrew was dominant from start to finish and helped lead his team to a high school national championship. He made the biggest play of his career when he returned an interception for a touchdown in the national championship. He also played in the Under Armour All-American game where he dominated 5-star wide receivers. Rice was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. He was always skinny and short, so he learned at an early age that he needed to be tough to survive. It isn't acceptable to allow people to walk all over you while growing up in Baltimore. That's why he has such a brash personality on his Instagram and Twitter. And you just scroll through his Twitter definitely shows that. Now, Rice never did anything illegal growing up, but he always defended himself. His friends and OGs growing up always knew he had a future in football, so they kept him away from the madness. This will be Andrew's first time leaving Baltimore as home, so he will miss it, but he always understood the assignment was to get out of Baltimore, not stay in Baltimore. So after he reminisced about his city, he's leaving for Clemson where he'll start his winter workouts and preparing for spring ball. Andrew just wants to learn from the vets at Clemson and develop his skills to be able to play right away. He's also excited to get ready for the season because his cousin, Daquan Rice, was the best wide receiver in the FCS last year at North Dakota State. It's now being reported that Daquan Rice entered the transfer portal and will be committing to Florida State. This is a good pickup for Florida State because they had to replace Brian Larson, who was their star receiver in 2019. He's going to the NFL right now. Daquan is from Baltimore as well, and Andrew and Daquan both grew up with each other but never got to play with each other on the football field. They always worked out together, went to parties together, just hung out and did everything together like little cousins would. But they just never got to play against or with each other because Daquan was an older kid. This year is the chance that Andrew can finally go up against his cousin. Now it's on him to put in the work and get his chance to be on the football field. If you want to be included as a character in the Reason Sports Network universe, then this is the video for you. In the Reason Sports Network, we make content for high school football, college football, and the NFL. You can be a character in our series and see yourself evolve from high school to college to the pros. If you want to be a part of this, then fill out the form that's in the description. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for filling out the form and wanting to be part of the Reason Sports Network, and enjoy the content.